What's going on, guys? I am joining you from somewhere amazing. This week's lesson was that you have to give up something good to reach something great. So this week we had an all-team, all-hands in-person meeting on Sunday. Then we had a 2-day live event Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, we spent at a high school teaching financial freedom. Thursday, we skied as a team during snowpocalypse here in Colorado. I am in Silverthorne right now. You can see it is absolutely amazing out here. I love being in the mountains. It's been recharging, but this week was a super tough, challenging week. So the first day of the week, Sunday, we had an all-team meeting and we realized that we were climbing the wrong mountain as a business. Yes, there is a pun intended there. As a team, we do fundraising for multifamily, which has been going great, and we are going to continue doing that. As the 3-day event, though, we've done 19 3-day events teaching single family, and when we looked at and really crunched the numbers, we saw that our best clients and customers that come in and then invest with us actually are more interested in multifamily. This means that we need to completely rebuild our live event. We had to make a choice. Like, do we double down on single family? Do we move everything there? That would be the easier thing to do. But the harder thing to do is going to be get us better results, which that is rebuild the 3-day event around teaching multifamily. So that is the call that we made. Then we had the 2-day live event. Now, the 2-day live event, originally we wanted 20 people in the room. We ended up with 18, so we were a little bit short there. Our sales goal was to sell 2 of our fly-in programs. This is where we fly to you, we make offers with you. We do 3 weeks virtually leading up to it. Then we fly to you, to your city. We make offers with you. And then we do 2 weeks of follow-up on the back end of it. This is for single family, so we made the call that this is going to be the last time that we offer it, and we're going to switch it to a multifamily model. Our goal was to sell 2. We sold 1. We also had a challenge. We found out that we had a hater online that was causing some challenges for us. So we're going to have to go back and address that. But one of my mentors, one of his quotes was, haters confirm greatness. You know when you are starting to have somebody that talks bad about you, that you've probably done something polarizing. In this case, we're not exactly sure. I'm going to get to the bottom of it this week. There's somebody that we want to have a good relationship with them, but at the end of the day, we can only put out what we feel like we can put out, right? Like, we have to be congruent and in integrity in what we do. So we're going to come back to that. I'll let you know how that goes. Then we volunteered and we went and we taught financial literacy to students, and this was challenging. So 3 funny things here. 1, I used Michael Jordan and I used Mike Tyson in my talks. We were talking about how you build habits and how you build a vision, and then how you be a great steward of what God has given you. That's what we started with, and then we went into some budget talks and some very high level stuff just to get them in good habits. Well, they know who Michael Jordan was, but they didn't know the whole story. They kind of know who Mike Tyson is, but not really. Then I was sitting down and I was talking to some of the students. We did the speech on stage for about 45 minutes, and we sat down and we're talking to them. And I was talking to them about the last recession. And the one kid says, well, when was that? Because when was that, like 2015? I said, no, 2009 or 2007. He said, well, I was born in 2009. So I need to do some adjusting there. We were able to really help some of the kids, though. It was really interesting to hear their thoughts on money and how their parents approach it. I don't know if you know this, but they've done several studies and they've shown that money habits are formed by the time you are 16 years old. Your spending habits are set. 90% of Americans spend 90% of what they make or more. Really interesting stat there. We went through the marshmallow test with them. Like, hey, if you're given a marshmallow and you can wait 2 minutes, delayed gratification, they did that study and they showed the people that are able to delay gratification are like, they have higher incomes, they have higher satisfaction in life, and they have better relationships. All those are really interesting. It was super, super cool and a huge, huge privilege to present to the kids. We are going to start trying to do that at least once a month at Home Invest. Third part was snowpocalypse. We hurried up to get up to the mountains. This is a good thing we did. We drove up I-70 and they closed the road an hour after we got through. See that sun right there? That's nice. They closed the road an hour after we got through. Front Range, Denver got over 2 feet up in the mountains. We got a foot, and we had an awesome snowboarding day on Thursday. Took Friday off. We went yesterday for a little bit. Today we've got the first webinar, and we are starting to crank for our next 3-day event. This is going to be the last 3-day event that we do around single family, and then we're going to move it towards multifamily. We're starting to bridge that over right now. So this event's going to have some new stuff in it. I've got a lot of work cut out for me. The other thing, man, I told you, you got to get rid of good to get to great. We've decided to rebuild our sales team. We know that that is the best way to get people coming in, but we also know that that is one of the biggest challenges, and that falls on yours truly. So coming soon, we are building from a 1-person sales team. Our goal is to be to 4 people by the end of Q2. Building out the value ladder for that. I've got a huge amount of work cut out for me, but I'm looking forward to it, because the challenge, like stepping up to that challenge, is how we are going to be able to scale and how we are going to be able to hit our goals of impacting the world. Our goal is to set 5,000 people financially free over the next 3 years. I definitely believe that we can hit that and exceed it, but it starts right now. We're going to need a sales team. We're going to need to change the 3-day event, and we're going to need to be doing more outreach on social. So those are the big takeaways and the big challenges for this week. I'll keep you guys updated, and I don't know, I hope you enjoyed these views of Colorado. It's gorgeous out here. It's 40 degrees. I'm in a sweatshirt. It's super nice, a flannel, I guess. I love it out here. I'm so happy to be back in the mountains, but headed back to Austin next week to get this whole thing cranking. Talk to you guys soon.